Nano Banana might be dethroned when it comes to AI image generators for print on demand. GPT Image 2 came out last week. This is ChatGPT's new model. I was in America and didn't have time to test it and really make a video for this, but I'm back in the UK now. I've been testing it today, and in this video I'll show you how to use it, some of its downfalls, and how it compares to Nano Banana. So here we are on the ChatGPT website, where you will notice once you click create an image, there is a bunch of preset styles right here, some of which are actually quite cool for POD, like the nighttime flash, or we've got a tarot card style right here as well. I'll show you how that works in a second. You can, of course, input a prompt as well. You don't have to use the style, and you can also change the aspect ratio right here easily with this slider. So portrait and square are going to be most useful for POD. If I hit enter, that's going to start generating. You can see that the animation looks kind of different. So it's using the new GPT Image 2 model right here, which, by the way, is obviously going to be built into Kittle, My Designs, all sorts of other tools. You can use it on Arena as well and test it, even on ChatGPT itself for free. You might only get like 5 or 10 images per day for free out of it, but still, you don't have to pay for ChatGPT just to start using this model and to just put in some tests, essentially. Now, this has finished generating, and we can see a very nice design, very crisp graphic right here for POD. At first glance, nothing really special or unheard of, at least with this prompt right here, but we're going to get into a comparison later where I show you side by side how ChatGPT 2 looks against Nano Banana. So the first thing I actually wanted to try when I heard of this new model is transparent backgrounds, because that has been possible for quite a while to add this to your prompt, and it occasionally works, but in many cases it's a very subpar result. So I was hoping that with GPT Image 2 this would be better. So tried it right here with the basic prompt, and at first glance, you know, it might look like there is a transparent background here, but if we open this up in Photoshop and zoom in, I've got a gray background color behind this, then you'll very quickly see there's a ton of black left over, and it doesn't look very nice. Also, the details really get lost if you prompt on a transparent background. I think it was like this before, it still is the same. Now, there isn't really a lot of detail in the face or the graphics in general. Whereas if we compare that right here in my chat with the exact same prompt, just changing it to a white background, this result looks a lot better. I've opened up it in Photoshop as well, and if we zoom in, you can kind of tell what I mean by the details. And there's just a lot more fur, the eyes are more clear, and it just generally looks way nicer than the other design. So I personally wouldn't recommend transparent background in your prompt. I tested it with all sorts of other prompts, and I didn't get one satisfying result. And especially with this kind of style where you can easily remove the background from this with a vectorizer, which I've actually done right here, just changed it to 2 colors and then removed white from it. And now this graphic is literally perfect, and it has no background color left whatsoever. So I don't see the point of using that in your prompt if you can get a better quality graphic and still get the job done in a different way. So whilst that was a little bit disappointing, there is some pretty cool pre-made styles right here that can actually be used for POD. For example, the nighttime flash looks very similar to those selfies with animals drinking iced coffee that we've seen doing quite well recently. And if we click on one of these, it's probably going to ask you for a reference image. I already uploaded Milo right here, so I'm going to use that. Obviously, don't use anything from Google Images. Only use either AI generated images or a photo that you've taken yourself. But it pastes this pre-made prompt right here, and you can obviously change the aspect ratio as well. We'll hit send on this. By the way, I would double check some of these prompts, because some of them will actually make ChatGPT put in a lot of text that might be related to you in your previous chat history. I had that happen with the tarot card. So just be aware of that. You might have to make some amendments to the actual prompt there. But here we are. That was pretty quick, and that does definitely look like Milo, and it has that nightlife, nighttime style applied to it right here. He's clearly in the same scenery right there in the hallway, and this does look really cool. So definitely nice little features to play around with. I don't think it's game changing. We have seen preset styles, and obviously a lot of these are more for photography or graphic design than POD, but it is still something worth noting, especially if you're new to AI and ChatGPT. And as per usual, let's do a quick side-by-side right here. I pulled in 6 different results, some very difficult ones like this patent design, some very vague prompts where I just asked for a funny t-shirt, and we're starting off with one of my all-time favorites, the alphabet design. I think this is very good for testing how accurate or good one of these AI tools is for print on demand because it's one of the more complex layouts that you're going to get in a t-shirt design. Here we've got an alphabet with different animals, obviously from A to Z, and I noticed mistakes in both of these. This is GPT Image 2 and Nano Banana Pro, by the way, so trying to use the strongest models there are. And on the GPT-2 side right here, it's almost done it correctly. It's not mixed up any of the kind of animal names and animal graphics and put them to the wrong letter. It's done all of that correctly, but the order is slightly off. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I, H. So those should be flipped, should be F, G, H, I, J right here. So that's the only mistake. Besides that, I couldn't notice anything wrong, which is impressive, but I mean, that's kind of what Nano Banana 2 did before as well, or Nano Banana Pro, so it's not game changing, right? But if we look on this side right here, Nano Banana Pro also made one little mistake, and that is missing out the R. So we've got a seahorse right here that also has a rabbit, and there is no letter R after Q, which is worse, I guess, than the mistake on the left, and it would be more noticeable, but both of them are, you know, not perfect. I think generally the design on the left from ChatGPT looks a bit cleaner. You could argue that the letters right here are easier to read because they're quite bold and have a bit of a stroke outline that looks quite good and matches the animals, but I think, I mean, this round, it has to be to Image 2 right here. It has to go to that model because it did slightly better on the accuracy and it generally looks a bit cleaner, but it's not a massive difference, to be honest. So let's carry on. Look at the two-tone prompt right here. This is a very popular style, and this is just going to come down to personal preference. I like both results. I've used this prompt with Nano Banana a lot, created a lot of designs like this. It also looks great with GPT Image 2. I do like that the colors are a bit more vibrant right here, so I'd probably give it to ChatGPT 2 as well, but again, it's extremely close. I think both of these did great. I actually kind of prefer the halftone texture right here. Yeah, this one has nicer colors, but the texture is a little bit too intrusive, so actually I might change my mind on this. I'd rather have slightly more muted colors and a really nice kind of texture effect right here. Then we have different style, quite girly, very vibrant, bit of a neon effect as well in there. And I think generally, like if we look at these two prompts, I think generally GPT Image 2 is just more vibrant in terms of its colors. You can see that from both of these results. This kind of looks a little bit washed out. This is very, very colorful right here. So again, it's a personal preference thing. I prefer the result on the left right here. It just stands out a bit more. And I think for a girl, you want it to be vibrant, right? So that makes sense. Next up, I tested a prompt that was intentionally vague. So I asked for a vintage design for Dachshund owners, gave it the phrase and maximum of 2 colors. And it had a lot of freedom in terms of the layout, the colors, all of that kind of stuff, just to see which one of the two does best. And again, I think they're very close. There isn't really that much between them. I don't think GPT Image 2 is like miles better or worse. They're very, very similar. Now, I would probably choose the design on the left just because I like that it fills out the kind of portrait print area better. By the way, both of these were prompted with a 3:4 aspect ratio, so Nano Banana just didn't really fill it in. ChatGPT did a better job of that. And I also think this color suits better. It's quite a nice layout. I do like the round layout as well right here. But in general, I think the one on the left is a little bit more suitable to the niche and more eye-catching. So yeah, again, it's a small difference, but GPT-2 wins this for me. Then we had an ideation prompt. So I wanted to just ask it for a funny t-shirt for sushi enthusiasts, not giving it direction on the phrase, the style, anything, just see what happens. I think both of these designs are not really usable. There's too much going on, in my opinion. They're not bad. I think especially this one looks quite good in terms of the layout and using minimal colors. Sushi's my love language, fluent in romance, respect, and role model behavior. That's some pretty cool ideas, but then we also have I don't need therapy, I need more sushi, soy sexy, you had me at wasabi. There's just way too much going on. I'm sure there's some good ideas in there, but I wouldn't really use that as it is. This one by Nano Banana looks worse in terms of this style, I would say. It's just too many colors and don't really like this font right here. Very hard to read. This is how I roll, and usually with way too much soy sauce, sushi enthusiast, not really that funny. I mean, this is how I roll is a proven phrase in the niche, but the rest of this isn't good in my opinion. So whilst neither of them are perfect, I think again the round goes to ChatGPT. It had better ideas in terms of this fluent in right there. That was pretty good. And also kind of the layout and using less colors. I prefer that. Now, patent design. This one thought it was interesting to try because patent designs have a lot of little bits and bobs in them. We've got the clarinet right here, and the prompt specifies some text that should be at the top, and which is patented September 30, 1919, plus brief lines of tiny patent copy. So it does want you to put something in the top left corner right here, which ChatGPT, if we zoom in, has done. Patented September 30, application filed. So this all seems to make sense. Nano Banana, however, if we zoom in on this, yes, it has the date right and everything, but the copy underneath, which it was meant to add itself, just doesn't make sense. So the minor details get lost right here, it seems like. And there is also less detail in general. So the prompt specifies adding figure 1, 2, 3, etc. ChatGPT has gone a step further and added itself what you would see in a patent design, the A, B, C, D right here. We've got A1, A2, and the order generally seems correct with these. I haven't really found any mistakes. I mean, I don't know what the exact patent design would look like for a clarinet, but yeah, we've got some mistakes here. 3, 3, and then don't know what that number is. Looks more like an S. So not everything seems perfect, but if we compare it to this side, this is Nano Banana, there is definitely more detail. Right here, you only have the figures, nothing else. This doesn't really feel as much as a patent design as the design on the left. So again, this round's going to have to go to ChatGPT. Now, if we zoom out, this looks like a clear win to GPT Image 2. Besides this one with the Taco Tuesday right here, it won pretty much every step. I wouldn't really think too much into that though. I think they're very similar. And at the end of the day, what happens all the time with these new model releases is that at the start, in the first few weeks, when everyone's making YouTube videos or writing articles about them, they're usually exceptionally good and make like almost no mistakes. And then a few weeks later, they start making mistakes again. And that's probably because that's when people stop making so many videos and reviews of these new models. And then if OpenAI or Google, whoever's behind the model, kind of dumb them down and make them less intelligent whilst you're still paying the same amount of money for them, they can cash in, right? They essentially make more money off of you. But all of those initial videos and articles are still out there saying how good or how much better it is than Nano Banana. Like Nano Banana right now is probably in a kind of dumbed down, watered down version. And in its initial release, it would have probably done better with some of these prompts. Right now, ChatGPT is really buffed up to get those good reviews, but I don't know if it will be much different in a couple of weeks or a couple of months from now. And if we'll even notice a difference between Nano Banana in terms of the accuracy, for example, or in terms of its ideas right here, if you leave the prompt very vague. So always bear that in mind. Usually new model drops are going to be very impressive because that's what's important to the people releasing them. It's almost the same as when we as t-shirt designers price low at the beginning to get some BSR, to get some reviews, and then once the reviews are there, we'll increase the price to make more money, right? That's kind of the same thing here, except it's the inverse. That instead of increasing the price, they just lower the quality of the actual AI model, keep the price the same, and then their profit margin grows. So hope that makes sense. Hope you got a bit of direction in terms of what GPT looks like compared to Nano Banana. I'm personally going to be using them both. I'm not going to abandon one of them. I won't subscribe to ChatGPT just because of this. I mean, I did for this video, but I'll probably unsub again and just use this model through my designs or Kittle moving forward, where I can also use Nano Banana if I want to, if I prefer those results. I think they're both great models for print on demand. Right now, GPT Image 2 might be a little bit better, but really there's not a ton of difference. I know that a lot of you waste a ton of time trying to remove backgrounds, refining background removal for especially more complex graphics like the bootleg style, watercolor, or Howling at the Moon designs. These are extremely difficult, and none of the traditional methods or automated background removers work very consistently for this. However, there is something called the halftone method, which actually gets you amazing results and super crisp prints, even with some of the more complex styles. So if you want to learn this method, check out this tutorial next. It was a massive life changer for me because I love the bootleg style especially, and this makes it a lot easier.